Welcome to part 8 of our How to Design and Build an Airplane series. In this video, we will be finally getting into some fun stuff, drawing up plans. As I've mentioned before, probably foolishly on my part, there's a lot of information in aircraft design, and I've read almost none of it. But seriously, how wrong can I be when it comes to drawing stuff? Let's find out. For this part of the project, we're going to need some basic drafting tools, such as a T-square, 45 and 60 degree triangles, a good fine lead mechanical pencil, protractor, and most importantly, a ruler. There are more fancy tools out there, and if you feel the need to use them, go right ahead, but this is all I will be using. Also, if you have the skills to make a 3D or 2D CAD model, I recommend doing that because it's going to be much more accurate and easier to place all of your components inside of your airplane. Since our airplane is relatively small, we're going to draw this in a 1:1 scale. Just go through your Excel sheet and mark out all of the critical dimensions you have, like fuselage overall length, distance from your main wing quarter chord to your tail leading edge, etc. Drawing this in a 1:1 scale, it will make construction a lot easier because we can easily make templates of these parts rather than having to remeasure and introduce additional error. I made these templates by plotting all of my points in Excel, and then moving the plot to Word as a picture, cropping it to have just the wing, and adjusting the height and length of the picture to be the chord length and corresponding airfoil height that I needed. Then, to get the correct angle of attack, I used the rotate feature to input 5 degrees, put a horizontal line on top as a reference, and now I had a template that got my wing angled correctly. How we are mounting our wings to the fuselage. The common rubber band method, which is great for light planes like ours, may save your wing in the event of a crash. However, the last time I did this project, our fuselage was so heavy with its payload that the rubber bands weren't a viable option. What we ended up doing was a mechanical connection using aluminum rods to connect the two together, which also allowed us to have the wing directly support the maximum payload weight. Our fuselage in this case is going to be light enough though to be supported by rubber bands. Of our wing. The big things to get right here are the locations of your wing spars and the spacings of your ribs. Your spar locations were determined in the last video, so that's always a good place to start. Rib spacing is about 1.5 to 3 inches depending on size. A larger distance there is going to be lighter because fewer ribs, but your airfoil is going to be less consistent of a cross section. Closer has the opposite effects. For the spacing of my ribs, I went with 2 inches because it provides a little less. span we based our calculations on is the wing in a free stream, so we have to make sure to add the fuselage width on top of the span used in our calculations. Now we're going to lay out everything that goes inside of our fuselage. It's a good thing to lay it out in both the side and top view to make sure everything's going to fit correctly. You also want to make sure that you have a little bit of extra room so you can move things around for balance. That's it for part 8 of our How to Design and Build an Airplane series, where we drew some stuff. Click for part 9, where we're actually going to build this airplane. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas for future airplane or non-airplane projects, please leave them in the comments below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter @HugeBears. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.